Good day, everybody. Brian here, being Saturday, March 27th. Somebody sent in a series of questions regarding this service for automated crypto trading. Let's get to it. I have a few questions after how to receive signals to Windows Vultr server from your trading bot. Just so you know, vultr.com is where I have a ready-to-go, pre-configured Windows server virtual machine, basically, with the Python script ready to go to receive signals. All you really got to do is just plug in your Binance.com trading secret key and API key. So let's get to these questions. Did you get a stop loss? No, I don't. And to me, that's not a really dumb question. The reason I don't want to put a stop loss is some of the trades lately have just blown up, like large. That adds maybe 10% in a move. So obviously with a stop loss, that will kick out the trade prematurely. No different than if I put a daily trading target on the trades, because lately it's been getting over 20+%, and that's due to these few moves that are big. How many different pairs does your signal you send signals for in order to do money management? The money management is, because you get the source code, is up to you what you want to do, and plus the added risk you want to do through other data analytics that you can implement on your own if you're a coder. Different pairs really depends upon the market. I mean, if you look at Binance.com in the spot market, you're probably, and it's really only USDT, you're probably going to get 100 to 200 different coins. So whatever's performing at the time gets chosen, and a number of positions per day. If you watch my videos, it can be a couple of hundred per day. Is this signal received from your main trading bot? Yes, it sits on my server in Tokyo. No different than I would recommend you to get your trading script or pre-configure in the data center of Tokyo where Binance servers reside. That's to get ultimate, really ultra low latency. How many different pairs? Just answer that. Is this signal received from your trading bot? Like you inform daily returns on a percent, so there is. Signal brings exactly the same results. As I said, in my spreadsheets that I show on YouTube, those are pretty well in sync with what signals that are sent out. How often do you send signals? Again, it depends upon the markets. You could get multiple amount in a few, quite a lot in an hour if the markets are going crazy. If the markets are fairly flat or not performing, you won't get a lot at all. But the best way to gauge on that is just look at the videos that I put out, and you'll see them with the timestamps and all if you really want to go into that much detail. If an exception issue occurs, do you fix it in the first place? I'm a developer, just errors can vary, and you're very kind and helpful. I just don't want to seek help on forums or in your private chat server. I get that. Really, it comes down to the trading scripts, trading signals are sent through a message queue. So obviously that's at my end. In terms of the exchange that you decide to go with Binance, in terms, let's say, for example, fills, and you start getting exception on bad fills, it could be a variety of problems with your account, meaning maybe you didn't fund it properly. Maybe if you're trying to trade not in Binance, you're trying to trade on Coinbase or Kraken. From my experience, those are very bad exchanges to be on for the execution and the fills. So that's why I'm on Binance and pretty well stick with Binance.com, because I have not seen a lot of those type of exceptions. Now, there can be other types of exceptions. Usually with the message queuing, that's pretty stable. And from the queuing, the only other types of exceptions that you should see is either if you're changing the code in the trading script, that's one thing, maybe doing conversions, or if you are trying to trade with your exchange and doing weird things in either the spot wallet for Tether or for the futures wallet. There could be a variety of times when you might not have enough funds in the account, and you get an exception, so that's very common. And the messaging, though, can be very deceiving. but you should be able to get some form of help with Binance on that. Um, if I was to get involved, I'd have to know how much is in your account. And but if you listen to my virtual server walkthrough audio podcast, you'll hear that there's a piece of software on there that allows people like myself to log in on the server. Again, it's your server environment. You can take that out, but I wouldn't change it because it just makes life a lot harder to um, log in and take a peek of what's going on with the account. So there's a variety of exceptions. It's like an open hornet's nest, like taking a car to a repair shop and expecting the garage to fix it when there's how many thousands of millions of moving parts in that car. So it's tough to say, but I'm just giving you my experience so far. Can I request the Vultr to set up the server from your snapshot ID before purchasing? As I said, the snapshot is pretty well pre-configured, ready to go. It also has the to make life easier for people that do sign up and pay before getting it. They usually will get the ID to connect into the message queue with my pub nub. So if I did that, you get access to it. Now, just as a forewarning, if it gets out of hand, I will easily do one of two things: change the queuing information for the login, or I can go one step further and have it more complicated for people that where they have to log into the message queue to get it. But so far, no problem so far. So this is why the price is where it's at, to keep the people to understand what they're getting into, because it works really well, and we just don't need the tire kickers to kind of ruin what's already built out. If I purchase the Elite, will I be able to? Oh, and again, as I said, you can go into the store, look for the Quant Analytics. You'll find those podcasts of the actual walkthroughs, but obviously no video at the link for the analytics service. You'll find two audio podcasts. The first one's the actual source code walkthrough of the client script, and the other one is the technical overview of the virtual server that you would get set up from vultr.com. If I purchase the Elite membership, will I be able to have trading signals for a year? Yes, you will, as it stands with this current promo. As the blog is not available, I should say that's been reversed. I'm not going to change that. Will I be able to see the content on the blog? The blog and the quote-unquote academy sections are two separate, so you'll get full access to that. That's not going to be a problem. It will not be touched, including the 10-year archive. How will it work? Because the website seems like it's truly fully active, I just want to have full access to all the courses you publish, which you will, and will not change at all. And as I said, nothing's changed from that point of view for the last 10 years. So hopefully I'll help you out. As I said, if you are interested in this type of service, all you got to do is go over to quantlabs.net Academy shop, and two things you can look for the Elite program to get access to everything listed here. Just look for the diamond as it loads up right here. This one. Also, if you want to hear the podcast that I talk about with the quant analytics stuff, they are listed for the very first few links right here, Python source code, and then the Vultr trading server that works on vultr.com here. Also, as a forewarning, it's Binance.com, so make sure that wherever you live is accessible to you for Binance.com. Unfortunately, right now, the Americans are cut out for it, and I've gone on about that for a long time. So as it stands right now, the futures bot looks pretty good. Even from a conservative point of view, you should be able to work with Coinbase and Kraken with the futures bot, because that's only trading really Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Very little of Litecoin, but mostly Bitcoin and Ethereum when they perform. So you should be able to get the benefits of that. Other than that, hopefully this will help you. Thanks for watching.